Town Minneapolis. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Mayfield going to the air right away. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Mayfield with it once more. Buying time to his left. Throw out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble of first down, a 16-yard gain. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. On the left side, a catch by White. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otten from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now a toss coming right side. It's White, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down, here's Cousins. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 3rd down and 6. On play action, Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Madison running on first down, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. It's Cousins on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And, indeed, he did not. They stop him. Mayfield on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. This is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Inside the 20. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll go Madison up the middle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Joseph's got it. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Down the sideline he goes.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1 quarter in the books, 8-3 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Wright. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
Mayfield down. Nowhere to return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
3rd and 19.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
2nd down and 8.
Opting to run again here with White. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Let's go. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Cousins for the throw here, caught by Addison.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins on 1st down.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Cousins. Flush to his right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Joseph is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Flushed out right.
Got a man downfield. It's Otten.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first and 10, Mayfield. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mayfield.
He's got Otten.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down to come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. First down, here's Cousins.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. On first and 10, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, this is Madison. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in help.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, Mayfield.
This one taken in by Otten.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield off the play fake, and they're going to get it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. On the left side, a catch by White. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Mayfield being chased out left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Now they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down throw for Cousins.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On the handoff, it's Madison. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
2nd and 9.
Going to run with Madison again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, Cousins.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. For Kidder here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Third and short yardage. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here's Madison getting it again on second.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, 15 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is up to 5.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
There he goes, left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Mayfield down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
First down here. That's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, Mayfield. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right.
Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal instead.
Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Lucky 48.
To throw is Cousins. He gets it to Addison. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Going on the ground with Madison. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. They'll run with Madison. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Cousins now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try, and you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. And he bats it away and falls down incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage and
defensively. Here's 4th and long. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Joseph's got it. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start the drive with a give to Wright. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Cousins. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Akers. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 30-yard touchdown scamper. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Stupid.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field.
That was ugly. That was real ugly.
Cousins will try and throw. That's caught. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a give to Madison running right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that flag accepted.